Well, hey, everybody. Look at that, guys. Liz Trix has 2 more days of work. That's truly exciting. She's been working her entire life and she's retiring on Good Friday. I love that. Liz Trix, I'm really happy for you. Hey, mods. Hey, Pat Jonas. Charlene is here. Heather Huckleberry. Mimi. Robin Miners. Tracy Colby. Guys, this is a weird. Hey, Tammy in New York. This is weird, but I just and somehow I think because I'm going to be 42, I just injured my knee sitting on the toilet, and I'm not kidding. I had to step weird to get to it because Kid, my cat, she likes to lay on this rug that I have close to my toilet seat in my bathroom, and she was all sprawled out on this rug, and so I had to like angle my foot weird to sit down, and it felt like I broke my knee and it feels it's like throbbing now. That's sad. I think that's depressing. Hey, Jerry Ellen. Hi, Punky. Jeez Louise, girl. Oh, fine. Giddy up. Tracy Pratt. Hey, Joanne Hawley. Well, do you want me to hold you? Do you want to be held or not? Punky, we just came back from our walk. We just got back from our walk and I got caught in a really bad rainstorm at my parents' house that lasted only while I was walking because the sun's out now and there was a rainbow after. Hey, Donna Cooper, DS Kitty Diane, Puka Vista. Hey, Tiffany Murfitt. Nicola made it. BB's here. Hey, Charcoal Ninja. Let me catch up. Hey, Joel Sachs. I love it when you make it to the show. Hey, Jen Finberg. Jerry Ellen, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Jennifer Ogle, Scientology up north. Jill Turner, how are you healing? Hey, Lynn as well. Alicia, I love Alicia. I love that lady. Hey, Jamie Palmer, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. I saw you on the boat, but I haven't seen you over here. Hey, Buffy, Jessamine, Anna Banana, Rhonda McNeil, Kim Leanne. Thank you, Kim. Hey, Anita Card. Jeannie Hansen, Ewa, Libby Jackson. It has been a minute, and welcome back. Hey, Debbie Zito. Hey, Jeanette, Catherine B. Your picture was so cute today with your grandma's earrings. Yeah, Robin Miners, I guess so. Hey, Sigrid, Marie Marion, Jan, Diana H, Melissa, Dawn Clark is here. Who else? Mama E, Erica, love you, babe. Hey, Sophia. Oh, Rhonda McNeil, that would be a good color on you. You're right. Thank you. Guys, I got this top today. I just took the tags off. I got it at TJ Maxx. They had a lot of like really springy stuff. And I went in there today just for a minute because I had to stop. I went to a lot of different places this morning and I had to stop somewhere. And I was like, TJ's is right there. And I need laundry detergent, which was Target is next door. So I had to go get that at Target. Hey, Donna Folker, Moonlight View. Hey, HBH. Hey, Pikachu Hunter. Well, hey, Bunny. Hey, Armine. Okay, babe, sounds good. Hey, Gemini Girl. Kim Leaf. They actually had this in 4 colors, and I got another color too that was like a denim. It was like a chambray, and I thought it was really cute. Hey, Jody Edwards. Martin, welcome. Purple RN. Yeah, Jan, I'm kind of scared of that. Hey, Kim is blue. TJ Maxx is probably my favorite store too. I have not been there in quite a little bit, actually. I haven't gone to TJ's. Hey, Heather Rhodes. Okay, I just caught up. Before I leave, I want you to know, looking pretty good, kind of like to show you the 50 states. Oh, okay. That's an inside joke if you've seen the movie. So I got caught in a damn storm like 20 minutes ago. I was walking my dogs. The only reason I'm sharing this with you is because who cares that I got caught in a storm? But this is sad, you guys. This is depressing. So my mom has, hey, Renee B, it's okay. We just started. Hey, Tracy Colby. My mom has 2 Great Pyrenees. They look like polar bears. They're enormous, big, fluffy white farm dogs. Well, they're not really white. They're pretty dirty because they live on the farm and they keep the place safe and they're just crazy. But One of them's name is Bo. Hey, Raspberry Beret. One of them's name is Bo. And hey, Annette Faber, and he's scared of, just like my Bo, they're scared of all the same things. He's scared of rain and he's scared of thunder, fireworks, gunshots, which gunshots happen all the time out here, all the time. It's really annoying. That's okay, MJ. I don't know what that means. And the other one is fearful of nothing. Like he's terrifying. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. And they get along, but they're not like pals, because the other one I would consider almost, yeah, Renee B. I would almost consider the other one feral. He's almost like a wolf. It's really weird. Like he kills and eats things that I've never seen a dog do before. Like he kills deer. It's weird. It's kind of crazy. Like he's feral. He's pretty wild. Now, he's friendly to me. I can walk up and pet him and sit with him, but I mean, he's very territorial. I don't know. It's a whole thing. Anyway, the other one, Bo, is terrified, just like my Bo, of storms, rain, fireworks, all of that. So I'm jogging. Actually, that's probably why my knee hurts. I also pooped when I got home. I immediately had to poop. So I get caught in this rain. Hey, Janine. Good to hear that, Janine. I love that for your daughter. Thank you for sharing. So I haven't jogged, I don't think ever. Not since I was in the Sea Org when I was 7 and they made us run every day. My whole intestinal walls were like, is there a bear? Like, what's going on? I was on the phone with my mom. My mom calls me and she goes, where are you? And I said, I'm on your property walking. And she goes, well, I don't even see your car. And I said, Mom, I'm up on the ridge. I'm walking. Thank you, Rosemary. You have beautiful skin and I love your jewelry. Started watching you and your husband. Great work. Wow. Well, welcome over and thank you. And great picture, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Tashbits. I mean it. Welcome over. Archie's mom, I've missed you. Hey, babe. Jill Turner, staple removal done. All good. Enjoying time off work. Okay. I love that. We were praying for you, Jill. So I'm glad to hear that, babe. Thank you for super chatting that. I appreciate it. Oh my God, Sophia. So she's like, I don't even see your car. And I got her on speaker and I was like, Mom, and I was like, I said, tomorrow I have to do this, this, and this. And I said, don't I need to pick you up for this? I've been running errands for my mom. And it starts downpouring and I'm only halfway through the walk. Right. And, I don't know what that means. Oh, Raspberry Beret. A lot of people don't have pictures. That's okay. And I go, Mom, I got to go. It's pouring. She goes, it is. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so frustrating. Guys, like I'm still catching my breath. This was an hour ago. I'm literally jogging and I jogged for a good 3 minutes, 3 to 4. I mean, I'm waiting to see what I'm going to be on the scale, even though I don't have one. I'm sure I've lost at least 15 pounds from that workout. But I had pooped like right when I got home. Like my whole, like my GI tract was like, wow, we're bouncing. Yeah, Sophia. Like everything in my body, like literally my phone beeped up and it was like, hi, this is AAA. Are you in danger? We see that you're running. Remember when that happened in, hey, Wisconsin Marp, when I went to Ecuador? And hey, Lenora Gray, no joke. You guys, I walk like 3 miles a day in Ecuador. I walk a lot in Ecuador. And literally like the 4th day I was there, my phone beeped when I was with Tommy and it said, it was like, hi, is everything okay? Like you've taken a ton of steps in the last 4 days. Like, are you stranded? Do we need to send AAA? Like, did your car break down? Did Jeffrey Dahmer try to pick you up? Like, what's going on? Because we know how fat you are, right? Like, we know the scale, girl. There's no hiding that. We watch your haters. We see the thumbnails. We see how chubby you are. Like, what's going on that you're walking this much? Like, this is not a New Year's resolution. We know you. Thanks, Mimi. So same thing today. I jogged for a straight 3 minutes. And I got like all kinds of phone calls. It was like, hi, this is 1-800-nurses.com. We just want to make sure you're okay because we see that you're running. Our satellites picked up activity that you've been jogging for about 120 seconds now. And we want to make sure everything's okay. Are you all right? Are you being chased by someone? Is there a bear? Do we need to get you some bear spray? Because we know that you wouldn't normally run ever, not even for a sale. And so that's what happened. So I get in my car, I run to my car, and Bo doesn't like rain either. Everybody's scared of rain. And of course, Gertie's not. Gertie's like, dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee. She's just walking around. Hey, Meredith Lynn. Gertie is not afraid of anything. She's a honey badger. She's fearless of anything. I was thinking about this. I didn't have a YouTube channel, but like right before I got a YouTube channel, it was like 3.5 years ago, maybe 3. We were walking her in my neighborhood that I lived in Kansas City, and I had Bo on the leash and Huxley had her on the leash. And Huxley was younger and dumb and wasn't paying attention. Shocking. And we're walking, and this guy had 2 German Shepherds on leashes. German Shepherds are beautiful dogs. I had one once, but they're not to be trifled with. She pulls hard on the leash because she sees him, and Huxley lets go of the leash. And I lost my mind. I couldn't run fast enough to catch her. And she goes right up to this German Shepherd, jumps up in its face, latches on to its cheek, and doesn't let go. That's Gertie. That's 6-pound Gertie. Hey, Julie. And this thing shook her off. She lets go, and it bit part of her ear off. Like a whole half of her ear is missing. You just can't see it because she's so full of hair. And I run up, and I thought she was okay. Like she didn't scream or anything. And I thought she was okay. And I look her over, and I'm like, everything looks fine. And I'm walking, and maybe a minute later, I look down, and ear wounds bleed. And there was like blood dripping off the side of her head. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was insane. And that's the other time I ran. I ran then too. I ran back to my house, threw her in my car so fast, and went to a Blue Pearl, which if you don't know what that is, it's a 24-hour day. It's like an emergency animal hospital. And $1,200 later, and sitting through it all night, remember I've shown you pictures of that where she was like wrapped up. She had to have, they just stitched it up, but that was horrific. That's her. Like she's a honey badger. Back to the point of the story. Hey, Christian. So I closed the gate, right? There's all these gates on my parents' farm, and they keep them closed. So like you have to shut these metal gates, and they like wrap a rope, or not a rope, a metal chain around the gate. I guess Scientology up north, it was horrific. And you know what the vet said at the emergency vet? She goes, you know how lucky this dog is she goes, German Shepherds are known for this. She goes, I've seen it my whole career. She goes, that was such a lucky warning bite. Rhonda McNeil, that's the other time in history that I ran. When Gertie got bit. It's true. You'll never see me running. Like, I'm not even going to run for a cake. Like, that's not going to happen. No, the vet said most German Shepherds give a warning bite, but it's not the ear, it's the eye. She said usually they will take an eye out. Straight up Kill Bill, straight up Daryl Hannah and Kill Bill 2, just like Pai Mei taught her. Hey, Leslie. Yeah. So thank God Gertie still has both eyes. Yeah, I'm not going to run. Hey, Natalie Strasser. That was the only other time I ran. So I ran again today for the second time in several years. Poet with a Crown. Oh, it's NB. Welcome back, NB. Oh, prayers for Ruby's husband. Take my husband to urgent care. Would appreciate prayers for him. Please, if you do pray or non-prayers for Ruby's husband, for sure. Of course, Ruby. Yeah, Blue Pearl is great. It's good it's better if you have thousands of dollars to spend. So I close up the gate. This is kind of a long story, isn't it? I'm kind of dragging it out. Well, we've got time. I close the gate. Bo's like, let's get the hell out of Dodge, right? Let's head for the hills. And I hit the thing for the such a crazy story. Kim is blue. No. So I hit the thing on my key fob to open the hatchback thing of my Honda, and Bo hops into the back, and I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to get Little Miss into the car. And I'm like, get in. It's raining. It's pouring at this point. Right. And I get in the car, I put it in drive, and I start going down the hill. And I don't think much of it, except I start to feel like way too much breath on me. I'm like, damn, Bo, you're breathing like James Gandolfini. I was like, why are you breathing like that? You're breathing all over me. I was like, oh, is it just the rain? Like, what's going on? It's too much breath. You're too breathy. I was like, what are you doing? And I turn around, and my mom's Pyrenees jumped into the back of my car with Bo, and I'm driving home with them. Not both, just one, the one who's terrified of rain as well. So I turn around and there's a whole polar bear next to Bo. There's two Bows. And I look horrible here. And I know my hair is messed up, but I just got rained on. And I tried to snap a better picture, but this is all I got. That was him in my car. So you can see Bo next to him. You can see his leg. But he's just in the car. Hey, Kelly B. Hey, I Rule. Oh my God. That was insane. That was crazy. I was like, what the holy? So I called my mom and I was like, oh, your dog's in my car. And she's like, what does that mean, Reese? I was like, it means exactly what I just said. Your dog's in my car. I was like, come get your damn dog. And she goes, well, you can take him home with you. And I said, I would take him home with me. I'd love to. And she goes, he'll pee all over your house. He's never been in a house before. And I said, yeah, I know. Hey, Joe Mama. So that was just crazy, but he's so cute. Hey, Cheap Chick. All the scaredy dogs, get in the car quick. All the scaredy dogs, if you're a scaredy dog, get in the car. This 200-pound Pyrenees jumps into my car. And I knew, looking athletic, thanks, Jody, I knew something wasn't right because I'm like driving down this hill and I was like, quit breathing on me. I was like, why are you breathing on me like my ex-husband? Good Lord. I was like, do you have a CPAP on? Hey, Tennessee girl, it was too much. Well, it makes sense because these two big ass mouths were like, I was like, whoa, you look like Marilyn. Calm down. Polar bears should be allowed indoors if they are afraid. Oh, I've had this argument for hundreds of years, Scientology up north. You will never. No. I would let the cattle into my house. Okay. I let coyotes in. I will take in raccoons, everything. I do not believe in animals living outdoors. I don't even care if it's a natural animal to the outdoors. I don't want dogs outside. I hate people that leave their dogs outside. Now, the only thing I'll say about these dogs is they had that would never happen, Martin. These dogs have a custom built house built on this farm. It's air conditioned, it's heated. Hey, Amy Edge. And not only that, my mom decorated it. It's probably bigger. It's at least half the size of my house. It's huge. She put up curtains and she put up pictures of dogs on the wall. Okay. So it's not like they're outdoor dogs. They have their own house. They don't use it much. They can go in and out. They eat in there, but they protect the farm and they go near the animals and watch the donkeys and stuff. But my mom had Jim build a house for those dogs. That's enormous. But I went into it once and she has curtains up. Armene, she has curtains up and she has pictures hanging in there as if they know what's going on. She found a picture not that long ago at Southern Goods of a zebra. It's a big zebra print. She was like, I do have some extra room on the walls, Reese. She's like, do you think the dogs would like that? I was like, you really should see somebody. So yeah, it's not like they just don't get to be inside where they live. They have their own house. Yeah. So guys, I had a fantastic day today and I just want to say this, Leslie, it's a very nice, it's an actual house they had built for the dogs. It's a kennel, but it's huge. Like it's enormous. It's a big, finely, nicely decorated. She puts like smelly stuff in there. It's got curtains. It's kind of bizarre, but that's my mom. Like my mom also has a house built on their farm. It's a small, she calls it an apartment for Huxley. That's right. You heard me right. Hey, Jet Set. Hey, Raymond, my mother believes that, oh, Holy One Huxley walks on water. So back like 6 years ago, because the farm is huge, right? They built a small apartment that she was going to use as like a craft something. But then she was like, no, I have a better idea. I'm going to have this for Huxley for when he goes to college. So she has a small apartment. Hey, Jan, for Huxley for when he goes to college. And she did this intentionally because she wants Huxley to drive her to the store and stuff when he goes to college. She's like, this will work out perfect because he can live here and then he can drive me everywhere. Kind of like I do now. No, sadly, that's not an April Fool's. I don't really celebrate April Fool's because I'm not for. Um, hey, Joanne, I'm going to be offline for the next month. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Joanne, however, is for. My landlord is getting rid of the internet, so I have to make my appointment to get my own. Sadly, I know Joanne way too well, and she is being a 4-year-old here. So absolutely not. No, you're not. And that's ridiculous. And if that were true, we would be GoFunding you to get internet. And you're in Canada and they have the best internet there, you silly Sally. But I love you. And thank you for super chatting it. Hey, Natalie Travis. Oh, no, it's great for Huxley. It really is. It's a nice setup. I knew it. I knew it. I knew this because I know Joanne. Love you, Joanne. So silly. All right, let's all be 4-year-olds. Hey, Laureen Brown. Well, I haven't told you any April Fool's jokes. I don't have any. But, guys, I had such a great. I had to go somewhere in town this morning, and I cannot disclose where I had to go. I had an appointment. However, I thought while I'm in town, I'm going to run some errands. So after my appointment, I stopped at this new it was just a tiny, it said on the door, family owned jewelry store. And it was right next door to the appointment that I had. And I went in, and this is just crazy. Like, this is crazy. I was like, are angels real? Where does she think he's going to college? Bug Tussle U? No, she wants him to go to MTSU. That's Murfreesboro, Tennessee University or something. Charlene, don't be sorry. MTSU is supposed to be a really good college, and it's not far away. MTSU is, I've driven by it. It's probably 25 minutes from here, maybe 30. It's not terrible. So I go into this little jewelry store, guys, and this is a really sweet story. And I want to tell this story because I like people, and I want to continue to like them. And it was really amazing. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. So I go in, and there's one lady in there, and she has, I'm guessing, I think it was an accent, like an Indian from India accent. And she was so cute. And she was this little lady, and I wouldn't call her old. I would guess her to be in her 60s. She was just really kind and sweet. And she had pretty eyes, and she was sassy. Like, she had a sense of humor. And I was just chatting with her. And the more, you know me, I mean, I must have probably been in there for at least 45 minutes. I got to chatting, and I loved her cute little accent. And hey, and I just ended up really liking this lady. Like, I liked her the second I walked in. She was like, hello, how are you? Like, she just had a really cool voice, and I loved the accent. And I was asking her, I said, how did she bring it up? Oh, I know. She asked me what I do. Hey, good for you. Natalie got a job today at a pharmacy. That's exciting. Congratulations, Natalie. Wow. That's really cool. I'll have to tell Tommy. That's really good. Good for you, babe. I know what it was. She asked me what I did for a living because we were just chatting and chatting. And I never like to answer that question. So I always just say either I'm a content creator, but usually I just say I work for Google. But I felt pretty comfortable with this woman. And I said, I said, I work for Google. I'm a content creator. And she goes, oh, like we had been talking for a while. And she goes, what at? And I said, YouTube. And she goes, oh, I want to watch. She goes, what's it called? And I said, oh, no, I'm not going to tell you. I said, I don't tell people. I don't want you to watch. It's okay. Hey, Robin, I prefer people I don't know. I was like, no, you don't want to see. And she goes, yes, I do. She was just so elegant. Hey, Panda. And she goes, what's it about? And I said, I was raised in a cult. I said, have you ever heard of Scientology? And she went, no way, Tom Cruise? And it was so cute. And I said, yes, Tom Cruise. I said, Tom Cruise. I love accents. I do. No, I think you told us that, Martin. Yeah. I said, yes, Tom Cruise. And I said, so, and she goes, you were in Scientology? And I said, yes, I was. I said, my whole life, I was born into it. Hey, Nicole Hazelmiller. And thankfully, we switched topics because I just don't care. I didn't want to make it about me. And she said that she is Christian. She was raised Christian. She's from Sri Lanka, which I don't know where that is. But she said that she was raised Christian. But in Sri Lanka, a lot of people are Buddhists there. They believe in Buddhism. And it was really interesting. And so she was explaining to me about Buddhism, and there were things I just didn't know. It was kind of neat. Like she said that he was a king, but he gave all that up, and he didn't want to be a king, and he gave it up. Like even he had a wife and child, and she was just telling me all about Buddhism, and I said, "But you are not Buddhist." And she said, "No, I was raised Christian." And I said, "Do you ever get to, is it, oh, first I said, is it pretty there?" And she said, "It is beautiful there." And she said it is close to India, but then she told me, "Hey, Mimi," she said something about um, it being its own separate thing, though. Like you have to have like a passport to get to India. It's not the same as India. I don't know. She was kind of saying that. Sure, Raymond. And, but she said it's beautiful there. And I said, "Do you ever get to go back?" Hey, solo traveler. And she said she went back like, I don't know, I think she said like 2007 or something. And it was sad because she started talking about, good God, this was really sad. It made me really sad. Archie's mom, thanks for being a member. That is so nice of you guys. Thank you for doing that. Love you, Archie's mom. She said she went back and she was engaged. Hey, Mop Man. She was engaged and he died, she said, in a freak accident. And then she said, "Hey, Vicky Andrews." Okay, yeah, it's recognized as a separate company, or country, not company. And then she, "Hey, Rhonda." And then she said, he died. And she said, "Hey, Aspire." She said, "Then my father died. My dog died. Hey, Mermaid." And then my mother died. Like she said, that all happened within about 8 months. Her fiance died, her dog died, her mom died, her dad died. And I just was like, oh my God. Like I felt like I was streaming because I was like, that is horrific. Like I said, "Thank you for sharing that with me, but I'm so sorry. I just can't, I said, "I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. That's horrible. Like that's just, that's so much. It's too much to take for one person." It was really sad. And she's just this sweet little short thing. And oh my God, you guys, this woman. So I'm like, I really kind of believe in angels more now than ever. I mean, I believe in them. I mean, here on earth, I know I have angels. Like I talk to my angels. Thank you, Archie's mom. Love you, babe. And I mean, here, like, I think there are, I don't know who that is, Jan. I think there are evil people here. I think there are, I don't think I've seen it. Like, I think there are absolutely, you can't tell me otherwise that there aren't like demonic evil beings here. So why wouldn't there be angels here? That's how I see it. Like, why wouldn't there be like godly of God sent here? I don't know. I just feel that way. And I choose to believe that. You don't have to, I'm not telling you what to believe. And she said, and it's just, it was incredible. And she goes like this. She holds up her hand and she goes, "Do you like this ring?" And I said, "I do." And I'm not going to tell you her name, and I'm not going to tell you the name of the place because haters like to get a hold of stuff and trash people. But I said, "I do. I love that ring." And she takes it off and she goes, "From me to you." And I said, "What?" Like it was so shocking to me. Do I think David Miscavige is evil? Of course I do. It was so shocking to me. Thank you, Jan. That it was one of those things you can't accept it. Like it almost like I had to like slow down time to put it together. She goes, "From me to you." And I said, "Oh, absolutely not. No, 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 no." I said, "No, no, 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 no." I was like, "No, thank you, though." I said, "You have a beautiful store." And she said, "No, from me to you. It's a gift." And she's like shoving this. It's this. It's really cute. It's a heart. You guys know I love hearts. It's an opal. I don't know if it would help if I do it like that. And oh my God, Kim is blue. Oh my God. I lost my ring last week at First Watch. I took it off to wash my hands in the bathroom and I drove away and I drove back 15 minutes later and it was gone. Hey, B Rose. Wow. I never put those two things together. Kim is blue. You are so observant. That is crazy. The Bible says, be kind to people because you could be entertaining an angel. I love that. Oh my God, God replaced it. Holy Lord, I did not even think of that. So she's pushing this at me like this. And I'm going like this. I was like, no, 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 no. I said, no, that's so kind, but no, please. I said, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I don't like, I was like, no, no. And she was like, sweetheart, please. She was like, from me to you. And I said, no, no, I know. And I started bawling. I'm so embarrassed. I showed emotion in public. And I said, why? I said, why are you giving me this? Why would you give this to me? You know what she said? One word. She goes, friendship. And I was like, what? And she said, friendship. And there was a counter in between us. She was behind a counter and she went like this. And she pulled my body into her body between this island counter. And I'm just bawling on this short little 4'9" beautiful lady who's giving this to me. And I was like, hey, Molly Moon. Hey, Jen O. I said, you've got to be kidding me. And she said, no, sweetheart, friendship. And I said, oh my God, Kim is blue. That's crazy. Well, here's the other thing. Oh my God. That ring I lost was an opal. How did I not put those two things together? I love opals. They're finicky. Hey, Crafty Carrie, you got it. That's why I took it off because you cannot get an opal wet. And so I lost my opal ring in the Nashville airport too. I had hey, Rockstar Gran. I lost my opal ring. I took it off when I was going to Ecuador and I was so upset. I was calling Tommy and hey, Trashy V. I was so sad. I never got it back. And then when I was in that restaurant last week, I took off my opal ring and it was gone. Forever Huff's Living, I did not even think of that. She replaced the ring. God replaced the ring. And hey, Bada Bing, Mermaid, Reese, I lost almost all my family in a year's time. I can relate to this lady. I'm so sorry. I do believe in angels. Hearts are a sign of angels to me. I love that, Mermaid. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. I'm so sorry for your losses. I can't begin to understand it. I lost my husband and my dog died 3 days before that. I can't imagine losing like your mom, your dad, your fiance, your sister, your like all of those things at once or in a year's time is horrible. And I'm sorry. Yeah, Donna Cooper. I'm sorry, Heather Huckleberry. Take a tiny opal, put it in your pocket. Hey, Ghost Rider. What a great blessing you pointed out. I just was like, was that even real? I worked several years with a lady from India. She was only able to go home on occasion, and each time she would bring me back gifts. Such a beautiful heart. She was such an amazing lady. How's my sister? Not very good. Thank you for asking, Rachel. She had an appointment with the surgeon today. She has to have a mastectomy. Was it the right size? Yeah, Charlene. Yeah. So I've been wearing it all day and it's really pretty. And so when I was in this store, I bought these. I wanted to buy something. I was like, I have to buy something now. Like, and I was already looking at these. They weren't expensive, but I got these. I got a cross and a heart. And I told her, I said, it's crazy that you gave this to me because I absolutely love hearts. I love hearts. Like hearts are probably my favorite thing in jewelry. Ask Holly. Ask Holly. She's made me heart rings. Ask Jen Finberg. She sent me a heart Ask Abigail too. Heart turquoise. But yeah, no, I love, love, love. Opals, you cannot get them wet. They're super, super finicky. Reese, for the gentle soul you are, you so deserve, and I mean that. Thank you, Natalie. That is such a nice thing to say. And congratulations again on your job that you got at the pharmacy. Trashy, yeah, welcome in, my friend. Opals are very delicate. That's the effect you have on people, friendship. Erica, thank you. Yeah, they are very delicate and oh, I can't get over it. I'll never forget that because I just thought, was she real? Like, was that a real what happens if you get them wet? I don't know. I think it ruins them. It ruins their color and they kind of get tarnishy and ugly, like brown. But I just couldn't, it was just crazy. I'm like chatting with this lady and she holds up her hand. She goes, "Do you like this ring?" And I said, "It's beautiful." I said, "It's actually the first thing I noticed when I came in, when I saw you." And she literally took it off and went, "From me to you." She was like, "I want you to have it." And I said, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Oh, absolutely." I was like, maybe she's not with it. Maybe like I can't imagine like why would anyone do that? And I said that to her. God, I probably shamed this poor woman. I said that. I said, "Why would anybody do that?" I said, "No. You don't do that." I was like, "It's different here." I was like, you don't do that. You don't just give shit away." I was like, especially, I was like really put on the spot about it. I was like, "No, no. Oh, no." I was like, "No, absolutely not." I was like, "No, no, no, no." Hey, Carrie. And it was, "Hey, Linda Garden Lady." And I said, "Why would you do that?" And she said, "Friendship." And I was like, "Oh my God." So I'm going to, Reese has never met a stranger. Hey, Barbara, wait. I'm going to, I don't know what I want to do, but I definitely want to like take something into her, whether it be like a little gift card to something, maybe a restaurant. I don't know. I mean, I already wanted to buy something from her today, just to even the score. I wanted to like support her store and get something from her. And yeah, Mermaid, it was just beautiful. It was so incredibly beautiful. I just was like, I left there, I was still crying. I got in my Honda and I was like, I was still crying. I was just like talking to God and I thought, was that lady even real? Like, was that, hey Jojo, was that like something that I was meant to see? Was that like something for Holy Week or like was there something to, not to mention I found a cross ring. Like I've been thinking about, I love, oh, I'm not wearing it. I took it off. I love little crosses now, like lately, like little dainty crosses. Thank you, JC Arizona. I love stuff like that. And so when I looked and saw that, yeah, that's not a bad idea, Erica. Maybe Erica, I could get her something over at Sweet Memories. JC, welcome in. I'm glad that you're new here. I appreciate you coming over. Is it possible she's looking for a friend? Well, I would absolutely be her friend. I'd love to. As a matter of fact, you know what? That's what I could do, Tennessee Girl. If it's not too weird, you tell me, is it too weird? Could I offer to take her to lunch? Like, because she did, you're right. I mean, she said friendship. Would it be too bold or overstepping to go in and just say, I just want to say thank you again. And I would love to meet you for lunch sometime and get to know you because I really did love this lady a lot. Unless it's more appropriate to just give her like a gift card. I don't know. Yeah, I rule. Maybe. But how interesting too. Hey, Christian. Tommy has a cross necklace. I bought that for him. Yeah, that's something I bought for him. Hey, Lilac Lime. That's true. Lilac Lime. That's a great idea. I could give her a heart of oak like the one for Tori that I bought for Tori. Yeah, I could ask her for coffee. Maybe that's better. I could just say, "Do you want to meet for coffee sometime?" There's a lot of little local coffee places where around where she works. Maybe I could meet her for coffee like on her lunch break or something. Uh, yeah, Joanne, but how funny is it too? So she gifts that to me, and then I find this cross ring, and I just thought that is so exactly slot puppy. Bake her something? I don't know how to bake. I'm not much of a baker. I like to cook, but I don't really know how to bake. How do the mods keep up with the chat? The same way I do, Tracy Colby. They're very skilled. Our mods are amazing. Gift card is less personal. Yeah. Yeah, Buffy, I think I did. Will Tommy be on tonight? As far as I know, yes. He is having trouble. He's having some neck pain. Yesterday he had a headache, but as far as I know, yes. Okay, Ghost Rider, yes. Fruit is acceptable, very acceptable to Indians and a lunch date. I did not know that. What kind of fruit? Pat Jonas, I know. It felt like a sign to me. Like it's incredible. We adopted Our adopted son would be 33 this week. He passed 2 years ago from an overdose. Tammy. Oh, Tammy. I'm so sorry. I love you, Tammy. Everybody here loves you. You are such a family member here, and I'm sorry. I bet you're really struggling right now. We love you, Tammy. That makes me really, really sad. I think it's a sign that's a wonderful person. I think so too, Natalie. It's very spiritual. It was very spiritual. Um, and it was just, I think with the stuff that's going on in my life right now, get her some flowers. You know what? That's a good idea too, Jerry. I could go to Trader Joe's. They have really nice flowers there. That's a good idea. Maybe I should go to Trader Joe's and that's perfect. That's what I'm going to do. Margie Bar, I can't believe it took that. Kim is Blue had to say it. That replaces the ring I lost. That's wild to me. That's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's. I'm going to get her some flowers and then I'm going to take them to her and invite her to lunch or coffee and just like get her phone number. How about a dried fruit and nut platter? Make that new friend. That's a good idea. I don't want to come off as overbearing either, though. I don't know how to make friends that easily, and I don't know what constitutes a friend because it's subjective and everybody is different with friends. But I'll tell you, I love nothing more than organically meeting people like that and making friends that way. They do have great flowers, Jen. They really do. I love the idea of her being my friend because here's the other, this is going to sound weird. Okay, Yadira. Thanks, Yardia. This is going to sound weird. Yeah, Tracy, that's a good idea. But can you ask her if she'd ship things if you live stream and we like something? I could. Yeah, I absolutely could, Renee B. This will sound bizarre. It probably won't sound bizarre, actually. Most people would put this together. I get nervous these days when people reach out to me and they're like, hey, I watch you all the time. You don't know me, but I know you, and we have everything in common. And here's why we should get together and hang out and talk on the phone. Here's my phone number. If you ever want to text me, like, I appreciate it. But you have to understand on a grand scale that makes me nervous because I get those emails all the time and it's from people that I don't know. So it's not like Renee B, right? It's not like Tammy. It's not like Liz. I know you guys. I know the people who have been here forever, and I recognize the people that even I just talk with on the regular that haven't been here forever. But every once in a while, I will get a random person that's like, I'm a silent lurker, so you don't know me, but I'd really love to talk to you on the phone. And I'm like, that's not organic. And I know that they're probably, hey, Pebbles, they're probably like, they probably mean well. But then I sometimes think I would rather meet someone organically. And then I know, like her in person today, like I know it's not weird. We clicked in a public place where we'd never seen each other before. It wasn't weird. I understand it. There's a lot of people out there that watch me that really feel like, oh my God, we could be friends. I have met so many people and scared them off in real life. I'm like, we're the same person. Like, what's your phone number? It scares people. You can't overdo it like that. I've done it to people. Hey, Diane Miller. But like sending me a random ass email being like, I've watched every show for almost 3 years. You've never seen me. You don't know me, but I know everything about you. So I want you to get to know me. And here's my phone number. I'm always like, God, what if it's scary because it's like, what if that's not who they say they are? Call you Trace, not Tracy. Trace. Okay. I know Archie's mom. It's like, I want to know everybody and I want to make friends with everybody. That's my biggest effing problem in this world is I made friends with people in the beginning of this channel and things didn't go the way we expected. And tons of people were like, oh my God, Reese is evil. I'm a victim of her. So many people have tried to off themselves because of her. I have all the receipts. I'm just never going to show them, but I'm going to tease them for the next 5 years that I have the receipts. I know everything about her and Huxley. Like, people love to pretend to be your friend and then stab you in the back. And so it's like, uh I want to take your phone number. Now, I don't like talking on the phone. I'm not going to lie. It's not my thing. So, like, if your thing is to sit and chat on the phone, that's not my thing. I text people, but I don't want to be on the phone for 2 hours with someone. It makes me feel like caged in. I don't like it. I'll talk to somebody for 30 minutes. I have no problem doing that. 30 to 45, but then I'm done, right? You do, Tammy. Someday, Reese, I'm going to give you my phone number. I'm a lonely person. This channel brings me joy. Natalie, that's okay. Like, you're saying it out in the open. That's okay. That's different for me than someone who's like, comes on strong. I've never heard of. I also have people who have given me gifts, like nice gifts, not recently, but when I lived in Kansas City, I had people that would give me, like, send to my PO box, like, really nice gifts. Hey, Lisa Renfro, what are receipts? Proof of things, evidence. No, I didn't give her my channel name, Dawn. No. I had people who would send me like nice things, and they would put a note with it that was like 4 pages long, and they were like, I know you don't know me, but I want you to have this, and I want you to call me, and I really would love it if we could meet up in some city close by. Like, I don't like that. It makes me feel red flaggy. It's like, it feels transactional. Even Tommy, 2 hour talking. Uh, Speaking of Tommy, oh God, no. Tommy and I talk on the phone. Okay, Trashy. I'll be in front of Scientology in Chicago in 30 minutes. You too, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming over. Did I warn her about the haters? No, Julie, because I didn't need to. Because I'm not going to share her name, her store, and I'm not going to put her store on camera. So no. I was anxious about hugging you when we met. I'm very hesitant. You were very hesitant, Renee B. And that's okay. I totally get it. Mimi, you're not one of those people. You're not. If you're wondering if you're one of those people, you're not. I've had some random people. And here's the thing. I took some of them up on it. And I told you the story yesterday. That was one of them that ended up trashing the shit out of me, telling me I was a terrible mother, saying that my dad's probably a good man. I was just a terrible child, that Jesus showed her that I have a dark heart. Those are the people that love bombed the shit out of me and came on way too strong, and then ended up weaponizing everything I told them and using it against me. Right. So those, I'm better at seeing it right away than I used to be. So I don't info dump anymore. I don't jump on that and go, oh my God, yes, let's talk on the phone. I've done that before, and it's gotten me nowhere but bad, right? There's so many people that love to say they're a victim. You're not, Jen Finberg. There's so many people that love to say they're a victim of me from the past, but they deleted and blocked me. There's no way to reach out to them. I've apologized to people here publicly. They're not a victim. They just love to go public and go, everybody come look at me because I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Kind of like our hater, Paula Deen girl who talks like this. And she made a whole series about me and made fun of me and made fun of my mole and put too much makeup on and came up with a whole character that was basically relatable race. And she made fun of me. Remember that? Remember, she had the fucking audacity to be making fun of me, and then people bit back and they made fun of her and she cried victim. You don't fucking do that to people. Shit comes back on you. You cannot bite at people and then people stand up for themselves and then you cry victim. That's not how that works, right? That isn't how that works. Even if you have cancer or a disability, we can't hide behind that either. That doesn't work either, right? Like, you can't make fun of someone, make an entire show about someone and make fun of their hair, their makeup, their look, their mole on their face. and the audience that watches them, right? And then say, it's okay because I have cancer. No, no, that's not how that works. I'm sorry. My sister has cancer and my dad has cancer. They don't run around hurting people, and then saying, I have cancer. No, 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 no. That's not how that works. Okay. Right. And then you can't make streams and be like, I've gained weight and people laugh at me for it. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You dish that shit out. That's probably gonna happen. Unsubscribe as you need to, guys. Unsubscribe if you need to. Hey, SoCal Joy. Yeah, that's just not how that works. And if you don't agree with me on that, that's perfectly okay. But that's just not the card that we can play. I could also do that and say, I'm sorry, y'all. I was in a cult, so it's okay for me to steamroll you guys and make fun of your looks and your weights. But please don't do it back to me because I was born into a cult. That's so sorry it's 2026, you fucking dipshit. That isn't how that works. And the cancer card doesn't work either there. I said it. Some people aren't willing to say it. I said it. Absolutely. What we what does it say in the Bible? Like, thou'st fuck around, thou shall find out. Don't do it. Don't do it. We've heard it. So now that's for the sassy part. Speaking of assholes, speaking of real assholes, guys, I had to go to Trader Joe's today. I was like, oh, dang it. Huxley needs bananas, right? And I know it is Holy Week, and I'm really trying to struggle through it. But am I getting close to my period? Hey, Mary Krause. What is today? The first? When was the first day of my last period? Does anybody know? March 14th. Let's have a look see. I always start on a Saturday. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Okay. So I'm starting March 11th. By the way, the mole is a beauty mark. People get those fake moles tattooed on. Wow, mermaid. Well, this dumb bitch chose to make fun of me. Like, she literally made videos. I'll just tell you. So I'm relatable Reese. I mean, I don't know why we're talking about her. She's an absolute no one. She gets like 34 views. I don't know why we're doing this, but she made a whole character. This woman's like 75 years old. She made a whole character. She took the time out of her life, right? She made a whole character called Immature Emma because I'm relatable Reese. And she made this whole series of videos, and she put on glasses like mine. She put on like a wig like my hair. She did her makeup like me, but she over dramatized it and like put shit tons of blush on, and she drew a big huge mole on her face. And she was like, "Hi everybody, I'm Immature Emma." Like, I was like, but then people like laughed at her, and now she's like in fights with people, and she comes on crying, and she's like, I have cancer and people make fun of me. It's like, no, people aren't making fun of you because you have cancer. People are simply biting back because you're an asshole. There's a difference. Cancer happens to assholes. It also happens to magically wonderful people like my stepfather and my sister, who don't go around making fun of people, taking the time to make videos to draw on their face to look like someone else, but make fun of them and bully them. So it's actually not the same thing. It's not. And I'll be honest, like, cancer has nothing to do with that. So we can't play the cancer card now, can we? No, no, we shan't and we won't. So nobody feels sorry for you for that shit. I believe in the Lord coming and slapping you on the ass for what you did. And that's what happened. So back to assholes themselves, guys. So I'm like, oh God, do I do it? Do I not do it? I'm driving, I'm running my errands this morning, and I'm like, I was like, Huxley needs bananas. And I don't know about you. Cancer isn't you get to be a bitch card. Cancer is serious. And I'm sad that she has cancer. I think that's horrible. I would never make fun of someone's cancer. That's the other thing, is she says that I make fun of her cancer. Let me get my binoculars out. Can we find where I did that? Can someone show the receipts? I'm sorry. They say that I said it, but we just can't seem to find in real time where I said it, and they always have receipts on me. So, guys, can you get your binoculars out and tell me where you can find that? Oh, I know, I didn't. Because cancer isn't funny. And we don't make fun of cancer. We don't make fun of anyone that has a disability, whether it be physical, mental. That's not funny. That's called bullying. That's called bullying, in case you didn't know. Hey, Kathy, just got here and good for you for standing up for yourself. She and people like her have no respect for themselves or others, and good for you for saying out loud the actual truth. Well, thank you, Kathy. I've been saying it for a long time, and I appreciate you pointing that out. But yeah, no, again, like my father is the kindest man ever, and he has three different types of cancer. Three different types of cancer. So not just one, not two, but three. Okay. And I've never seen him make videos making fun of people or bullying people, even not on a video. I've never seen him tear others down because of their looks. I've never seen him be a horrible, disgusting fucking person like that. So just because you have cancer doesn't give you the right to bully people and make fun of them. And then when people bully or make fun of you back, you can't pull out the cancer card. That's not how that works. Okay. And it's also very fucking disrespectful to people who do have cancer. Okay. Because I have a family with cancer right now, and it's really shitty to be harmful and then say, I have cancer. Right. Yeah, no, we know that. And that is unfortunate. It's a side note. It's unfortunate. It's not the big C we're worried about. It's the other C, your fucking character. And your character is a piece of shit and it's on display. And you're an ugly fucking individual. I said it. Unfollow me. So, speaking of assholes, hey, Caroline in Canada. Your niece was diagnosed with breast cancer, getting ready to celebrate 14-year survivor anniversary. It chaps my ass when people act like that. Me too. Congratulations to your niece. Liz Trix is a breast cancer survivor. There's a lot of people in here. Yeah, I've lost several people I love to cancer. Haven't we all? All of my grandparents are dead from cancer. Like, it's no joke. Your mom has cancer, Natalie. I'm so sorry. It's never, thank you, Mermaid. It's not funny ever. I don't care if you're autistic or cancer or cerebral palsy or polio. I don't care. It's never okay to make fun of someone for any kind of a disease or, like I said, a disability. It's never funny. And it wasn't funny when you made videos making fun of me and dolling yourself up to look like relatable Race, but you called yourself immature Emma and thought it'd be hilarious having the audacity. And then when people bit your ass right back for it and you cried and said, I have the cancer. Sorry, Paula Dean. That isn't how that works. All right, I've said it enough times. I feel sassy. Guys, I went to Trader Joe's. Christian, a lot of us have lost family members to cancer. And again, I am so sorry. How many people? I mean, just put a damn one in the chat. If you know someone with cancer or has passed from cancer or you have cancer, I love you, Hope. All of us have sadly suffered through. That was actually our March charity was we donated to cancer. So, hey, blessed Gloria, 23-year breast cancer survivor. That's incredible. And congratulations. And Tennessee girl nailed it. Never, never, never. But it's never okay to use your illness to put others down. Look how many people know someone or is someone that has cancer. Tons of us. And I would say, how many of you made fun of someone with cancer? Zero, because we're not evil and it's not funny. It's just your character that sucks. Thanks, Archie's mom. So yeah, we're calling them out. We call these assholes out, but that's not what today is about. Actually, it's about a different set of assholes. I'm so sorry, Nancy. I go to Trader Joe's because Huxley needs bananas. This is another one that's going to piss me off. I'm so sorry, Christian, that you have COPD. Don't use cancer or any other disease to excuse piss poor behavior. It's a choice. Tracy Pratt, no question. It's a choice. It's really ugly. It actually makes you look even more disgusting to tear someone down based on their looks and bully people and then blame it on cancer or try to use the cancer card in some way. It's doesn't that's I don't think you're using that the way you think it's going to go. It makes you look worse. It's really terrible. So, I go to Trader Joe's to get bananas and I'm like, well, it's like Target. You're like, you need one thing and you walk out with a ton of stuff. And that's what happened with me at Trader Joe's today. And I don't mind because honestly, Trader Joe's is so inexpensive. I got my, God, you guys, if you're a vegetarian, they have this hummus vegetable wrap. It's wrapped in a green spinach tortilla and it's like stuffed with spinach, carrots, cucumbers, red pepper, bell pepper, and a ton of hummus. And they wrap it up. Hey, original Anne. Thank you, Anne. And they wrap it up. And what I do is I bring it home and I add feta cheese to it and sriracha. And it's so good. So I picked up one of those and I'm walking around and I'm feeling great about my life. Like I love. Hey, Holly, I love the story of what happened today. That was just the best story. I made my new friend who's from Sri Lanka. And I'm feeling good until I didn't know Aldi owns Trader Joe's. And I'm feeling good until, guys, I'm not a huge fan. I like one child, like individually. But I don't like kids in big groups. They freak me out. Like, I think I have a sensory overload issue and it maybe is undiagnosed. I'm being serious, by the way. Like, I get like when there's too much noise in something, if there's too much going on, I don't like big crowds and I don't like a ton of people talking. I get overwhelmed feeling like I literally kind of I'm like, I got to get out of here. Like, I start to get irritated. Okay, so there's a guy in there who looks like one of our haters. He's got a beard down to the floor and he has five five little kids with him. Little kids, like I would say 2-year-old, probably a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and like a 6-year-old. Maybe the oldest was 7, maybe, but I could be wrong on that. He had 5 kids. And he's not doing anything with these kids. Like they're just running around. And I was like, I couldn't like steer my cart because Trader Joe's is not huge. And these kids were, I mean, literally running. Like 2 of them were like throwing shit back and forth with each other. One of them like knocked several apples off the thing. Like I was starting to get really overwhelmed. I was like, and I go over to the chip aisle, which everybody knows that's your favorite aisle. And I'm trying to focus on the chips and trying to decide like what's a good dip. And this kid, I feel like was paid. It's a pater. This kid who's like 2 or 3 now, because he could talk. He was probably 3 or 4. I swear to God, this kid was paid to follow me around. He followed me everywhere I went. And he was just so annoying. And he's just screaming. Like everybody sees it. Everybody's uncomfortable, but no one's saying anything. And there's 2 employees standing there in the chip aisle with like these iPads, like looking at something. And they both look at me and I went, this is a lot. It's a lot. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, fuck off out of here. Are you serious? Like, that's ridiculous. There's like 17 elephants in the room. And you're like, I don't know. What do you mean? Like, what's going on? Like, I literally am like, I can't hear anything. This kid is running around me. Me too. He's stressing me out. And he's like, beep, 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 beep. Like, he's just like yelling. And he's like, you can't catch me. You can't find me. And he's like zigzagging. Like, you know how you're supposed to run away from an alligator? You're supposed to zigzag. I felt like there were alligators everywhere in Trader Joe's today. Hey, Audra. And they were just like trying to run away from the alligators. That was the game they were playing. And like, so not only is he like shouting, he's throwing shit. And he's like, beep, beep, ha ha ha, ha, dee, dee. Like, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I was going to drop kick this thing. I was like, get it out of here. Get it away from me. Get it away from. I started to get really angry. I was trying to distract myself with jelly beans, you name it. You should see the sugar I bought. Like, when you're in a high stress situation like that, I I challenge you not to put shit in your cart that you normally wouldn't. Like, I put in these like weird peanut butter bars. I've never seen them in my life. I came home with them. I don't know where they came from. I bought little brownie bites. Like, I was literally unpacking my stuff and I was like, oh, good. I got yogurt. Good. I got those hummus wraps. I was like, peanut butter bars. I was so stressed the F out that I was like throwing in things that I normally wouldn't buy. Trace gifted a membership. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, babe. I was ready to Hansel and Gretel this shit. If there was an oven nearby, I was going to be like, come over here. Jump into the oven. Never went to a peaceful Trader Joe's. My Trader Joe's is like meditation. I love going to Trader Joe's. And this is also why I only go to I only go places. It's a minion gaslighting you, Judy. It was gaslighting me. Sometimes I call children it, and I don't know why, but I kind of enjoy it. Like, especially when they're little assholes, I don't give it a gender. I'm like, can you pick it up? Can you pick it up and put it over there? I'm like, you don't deserve to be called human, so you're just an object that's annoying everyone. Okay, so guess what this dad says? He knows I'm pissed off at this point. I was the witch out of fucking Dorothy. I was like, I'll get you. And your little brother, too. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, how did I have children? How did Huxley make it? Honestly, how? You know how? Because he wasn't a little piece of shit. He wasn't. And I'm sorry, but George Carlin said it best. Kids are like anybody else, a few winners and a whole lot of losers. And I don't know why you would have five. Why? Like, my grandparents did that. I understand. Like, we had to populate Earth hundreds of generations ago, but what are we doing now? Why do you want five of these things? What are you feeding it? What do you do with it? Hope says, sorry, I had a rough trip to Trader Joe's. Something, something, something. I don't know what that means. Thank you for being here for all of us. And I love you, Hope. And thank you for being a member and not unsubscribing over this conversation. So you know what this fucking dad says? You know what the bearded father says? Yeah, I blame the parents. You don't go to a grocery store to spend pastime with 5 kids if there's 2 parents. Yeah, it was just this fucking dad. This shit ass dad who doesn't give a shit about anything in life. He's just got like his Marlboro Reds hanging out of his pocket. Oh, it means I love you so very much. Oh, I love you too, Hope. Thanks, Anne, for translating. So this shit ass father, right? He knows I'm pissed because he heard me look at the guys in the chip aisle and I went, this is just too much. I was like, it's a lot. Okay. I was like, I'm going to get these peanut butter bars, but I don't want to. But I'm going to do it because you're stressing out my bloodstream and I have to have something for my diabetes. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, Kat. I am shocked the Trader Joe staff didn't send them out of the store. It's really dangerous to be running in a grocery store. No one said anything. You know, I think people are so fucking soft. Excuse me. But I think people, and I'm one of them, right? I agree with that, Nancy. I think people are so soft that like no one wants to say anything. I don't want to say anything. I don't have the guts to go say something to the parent. But I, of course, am going to berate the Trader Joe's staff. And so I was comfortable with that, right? And I was like, it's too much. And they were like, what do you mean? We're just looking at chips. Thanks, Listrix. MJ, I'm just saying what people don't say. Can you imagine going to a restaurant and the booth with that in the booth next to you? Absolutely not. I'd be like, get me a manager, get your supervisor, get me the president, get me the Secret Service now. Yeah. Lisa Renfro's like, I will literally abandon my cart and leave. Okay, so the dad hears me say that. He hears me go, it's a lot. And you can probably see it on my face at this point. I was trying to be nice. Like when I got there and they were like throwing apples on the floor, I was like, you know how everyone does that like awkward, like, oh, whoopsie. Like no one wants it. Like it's, you fucking just walk in the door and you're still in a good mood. And like you just met the lady from Sri Lanka and she's your friend now and you're having a good day. So like the first 7 minutes of Trader Joe's, I was like, oop, 5 kids, huh? That's a handful. And then you start to snap, like you're beginning to snap, like it's coming. You can feel the breakdown happening. So I was trying to rush, but I couldn't because this shit ass, little crazy ass Wolverine was running through the store. It was chasing me. Okay. I didn't consent to this, right? I should have said that to the kid. I don't consent to this kind of fucking bullshit. Hey, P. Taylor, like, why should I have to put up with your shit ass behavior just because you're 3? I mean, that's a Scientologist talking at the same time. Like, you got to put 2 and 2 together. There are no kids in Scientology. So fair, I get it. But I really did want to be like, hey, you little asshole, come over here. Hansel and Gretel, get the fuck over here. I was like, do you think that these life choices are appropriate? Get a fucking job. Get your shit together, Wolverine. No one wants to put up with this shit ass behavior. Okay. The audacity. Hey, Kevin, like, kick it out into the wilderness. This is the country. If he's going to behave that way, there are consequences. What are the consequences, you ask? Well, you take it to a field. Hey, little redneck. And you use your right leg and you simply cock it back and catapult that fucking thing out of the car. And you go, hey, oh, have fun. Enjoy your life because that's where you belong with the fucking wildlife. I'm not going to. What is it? Why are you staring at me like that? Good Lord, girl. We're not talking about you. You're the most precious thing on earth. Nobody would ever treat you that way. You just take it to where it's meant to be, right? And it's meant to be in the field with the ticks and the rattlesnakes. Because if that's how you're going to act, you will not be in civilization, right? It's one or the other. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And so this shit ass dad comes up to me because I almost hit the kid with my cart. Like, I didn't almost hit. He ran in front of my cart. That's what happened. Like, this shit ass child like popped out of the side of the chips and like he was like screaming and he was like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Like he was like a rabid gnome. That's what I would classify as that. Like, because he looked like David the Gnome. If you watched that when you were a child on Nickelodeon, he looked like David the Gnome. But it's like he knew the life choices he was making, but he like popped out of shit at Trader Joe's and he was like, ah! He was like one of those Jack in the Box things when you're like, doo 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 dee dee dee, and you don't know when it's gonna pop out. It popped the fuck out next to the chips, and he almost hit my cart. And I kind of wish he would have. I would have been like, oh, I hope you have good health insurance. Sorry about that. He was a rabid gnome. That's what it wasn't a Wolverine. And it was like, ah, and he was, it was like Marilyn. You know how Marilyn comes on and is like, ah, I'm so mad at Reese. Ah, I got the receipts. Ah, react. It was a tiny Marilyn, which is fitting. Yard gnome, about yard gnome size. And the dad comes up to me. Guess what this shithead said to me? Guess what this dude says? Guess what it says? Now the dad is also an it. Someone's sleepy. Guess what oh my God, that's so cute. What are you doing? Were you scratching your nose? Oh my God, we have to stop for a minute. We have to pause. Hi, Maisie. What was that? Tell us about it. What was that cute little behavior that you just showed us on camera? I'm going to go back and watch it over and over. Were you scratching your nose or were you like trying to tell us something? Tell us. Okay, guess what do you want to guess for a minute what the dad says? You're awfully little. My dear Lord. You know what makes me mad about this shit too? Hey, Susan Cook, I can't take this into Trader Joe's. I can't take this precious. Kim is blue. No, good try though. I can't take this precious, heavenly, beautiful, calming everybody's nerves, right? Oh, beautiful. I can't take this in. People are going to come up to me and go, ma'am, you can't have that in here. But this rabid Wolverine gnome can be here, like terrifying people. Hey, Lego Mike, welcome over, right? I can't bring this precious, beautiful little bundle in that's way cuter than any human child anyway, right? Let's face it. But this foaming at the mouth demon can be here. 5 of them. 5 of these things can be here running around, pissing all over the floor like a wild animal. Guess what this guy says to me? Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. She acts like she's been running on a hamster wheel for hours. Sorry you're so worn out, Punky. No, Timbre June, that would have been nice. He didn't say they're little shits. Kind of close. Why are you being mean to my son? No, you know what this dickhead says? Dickhead. That's if you want to be Australian. You say dickhead. I say it to the cats all the time. I'm like, you freeloading dickhead? Why don't you pay rent? Dickhead? Just try it. It's super. It's like I do it all the time now. I do it driving because you know how you say dick swinger? Swing that dick, swinging dick, right? There's all kinds of dick swingers on the road, but it's fun. I suggest that you get into it. Also say there's evil afoot because there is. Those children were evil. But say dickhead. Say it in Australian. Speak it in Australian. Dickhead. Just it's fun. It really kind of lowers your blood pressure. Mind your business? No. This guy says, with his beard to the floor, do you want to take him home, Judy? No. With his beard to the floor, he goes, sorry, he's free range. I'm sorry, what? He's free range, you say? Oh my God. Well, lucky you. Because so am I. Ah! Like, I wanted to go nuts on this fucking. I was like, can I behave like that? He's free range. What in the holy shit does that mean? And he said it with a dickhead personality, too. He was like, sorry. I was like, well, your beard is free range, you fucking creeper. He goes, he's free range. Let me get my binoculars out. Trying to find where we wanted your opinion. Your child is a free range demon, sir. Your child is free range from hell. Satan himself brought that thing up here and dropped it off at Trader Joe's. You and your beard need to get the hell out of here. That's an excuse to not parent. Ding, 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 ding. You're right, Amy Edge. Absolute truth. He said feral wrong. Free range. Does he taste good? I rule. Oh my God. I so badly wanted to say back though, well, great news. So am I. And I wanted to like rip my clothes off and be like, let's do it. Come get some. And like honey badger his ass. Free range. He's free range. Free range. Can we use that excuse when we have meltdowns in public and just like dust yourself off and be like, sorry, like, can you fucking flip out over a pizza and like throw it against the wall at a pizza place and be like, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm free range. Get the hell out of here. You and your beard need to leave. Rain virus, I have missed you. And Masubi is so cute. I can't get over your pictures. That just means he doesn't want a parent. Yeah. Means he doesn't contain him, has no boundaries, and he can do whatever he wants, Linda. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Did you look at him with a blank stare? I did because I I didn't want to go to jail. And, the haters follow everything I do. And I thought, somebody's going to film this. Like, it's going to, I'm going to have a physical tussle. And I thought, I don't know. And I don't know these cops in this town. So it's not going to be as easy for me to get off the hook. You know what I mean? Parents don't give a shit, is what that means. Yeah. He is a demon. He was an absolute demon. And so that's why I say, take that shit ass demon out to a field. There's plenty of fields in Tennessee. I promise they're everywhere. Use your right foot, open the door of the vehicle, of said vehicle, and boot his ass out into that field and just go be free range, you little shit ass demon. You're going to get Hansel and Greteled. Are they grass fed? Yeah, it's weird, Debbie Zito. It was weird. Hey, little redneck. Thank you, babe. Sorry I lost my mind, guys. I have a hard time. I don't give a lot of grace to the children. And it's sad. You know why? Thank you for your super chat, babe. You know what's not cool is actually, as much as I wanted to I was imagining it in my head. I was like, what if I pick up this bag of Fritos and just smack this kid over the head with it? Like, I wanted to take off my sandal and be like, pow, pow, pow. You know, when you see cat videos, when they triple smack a dog and the dog doesn't know what happened. It's like seeing stars and the cat's like, pow, 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 pow. Like, I wanted to do that with a bag of chips. Do Scientologists spank their kids? Hell no. No. When Huxley was little, Doug and Brenda would say to me, his mother, by the way, hi, I'm Huxley's mom. He would say, and Brenda would say to me, I would be like, no, Huxley, no. They would pull me aside and go, we don't tell him no. So we're not going to do that. Don't tell him no. And I go, really? Why are we not telling him no? Why can't he know the word no? And they would go, because LRH says that when a child is misbehaving, so like if a kid's getting into shit over here and doing bad things, being evil, and you say no, you're supposed to go over to the kid and misdirect them. So you're supposed to direct their attention onto something else. So the kid's doing evil shit over here, being a small serial killer. And you're supposed to go, hey, you, what are you working on? Oh, you're murdering something? Come over here. I got some cool blocks for you. And you're supposed to take the evil said child over and just direct its attention to something else. And I'm not kidding. That is a real thing. That's the real shit. Christian, thank you for your super sticker. That's really nice, my friend. Guys, that's very kind of you. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate that. After working in retail for 50 years, I've seen it all. Don't ever buy anything out of bulk bins. Oh no. Even at Whole Foods? Oh, God. Did anybody else consider this? Great picture, by the way, Joy. Do I have any? Oh, I did bring it in here. I stole a box of Kleenexes from my mom's. Don't tell her. I don't need to buy them. We go through them so rarely, and they buy that shit in bulk at Costco. And I just thought, when in Rome, don't say anything. I steal a box about every 6 months. Hold on. Now, I'll say this. That's gross, Joy. Man, I sometimes get stuff out of the fucking bulk bins at Sprouts. That sucks. I'm never doing that again. Here's the thing, guys. I wouldn't spank a kid. I wasn't spanked. Hey, what the fox? I didn't even know you were in here, you little angel. Thank you for gifting a membership. You're so nice. Thank you, what the fox. I was not spanked. And I think people who spank their kids probably were spanked. Renee B. probably were spanked. Here's how I justify my stealing the Kleenexes. Every time I'm out somewhere, my mom will be like, oh, can you pick this up for me? Oh, you're at Costco. Can you get us some water? So I buy her stuff all the time. So I'm like, I steal your Kleenex every once in a while. I want you to know. I also do all the driving. Hello, gas money. Worth it. I just didn't I don't know. I am a mom, I had a small child. I never crossed my mind to spank him. It just doesn't it wasn't for me. I don't look, if you do it no, my mom wouldn't care. I'm being silly about it. My mom doesn't give two shits. If you saw their garage, my mom are probably like some of you. They stack their shit like they'll have like 4 thing containers of Costco Kleenex and like 2 big giant things of the toilet paper and like they've got like 50 things of paper towels. Like they're those people that like buy 2 or 3 of them at once so that they're good. Yeah, I don't feel bad stealing a box of Kleenex. She liked you, Renee B. I used to shop my mom's Costco closet. Yeah, exactly. And that's there's no shame in that. And I'm almost 42. Yeah, no big deal that I have to borrow Kleenex from my mom. Do the Pyrenees have Kleenex in their house? Yes. Yes, they do. Cancel the reverse vasectomy. I'm with you on that, good Marilyn. I love it. I liked the idea. Here's the thing. I George Carlin said this, and I tell me if you agree with this. He goes, I like people, but one at a time. I don't like them in groups. It's the same thing with kids. I have nephews, right? I have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old nephew. Now I get overwhelmed because they can get loud and all of that, but like when it's one-on-one, and I do love babies, like I would like someone to let me hold their baby, but I don't want to. I kind of want to, but I don't want to. But I agree with George Carlin here. Like I like people, but like I don't like them in large numbers. And here's he did say he made a good point. He wasn't all comedy. And I know you guys know that, but like George Carlin pieced together more factual, logical details about life and government and things like that. Then he just happened to make it funny, but like everything he said I agree with pretty much. And he said when you group people together, they get yeah, Christian, they get weird. They get backstabby, they get ugly. This is why I don't work with ex-Scientologists. Nice people. I'm sure they're great. I don't you can't we get weird. Yeah, Joel Sachs. We get weird and putting ex-Scientology bundling them together is not a good idea. They start to fall into old habits. Natalie, exactly. That's another reason I never wanted to have kids again. I was like, what if it's twins? That's not gonna work for me. We'll have to split those guys up. I can't do that. Yeah, Linda, I wasn't raised hit. Nobody spanked me growing up, and I don't raise my voice to communicate. I've never hit anyone in my life. Like I always ask Tommy, I'm like, if I ever had to punch, do I do it like this? Or do I do it like this? Or do I do it like this? He was like, no, I think I'm pretty sure you don't ever punch with your thumb in. Like, I don't know how to hit anybody. I've never hit anybody in my life. And I know you don't punch children, but I still don't, it's not for me. I wouldn't spank a child. I just don't, it's weird. It's a gray area. I don't know because I wasn't spanked. I don't, yeah, Pat Jonas, if you spank your kids, you spank your kids, but I just feel weird about it. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of it, the rules to it. I get cringy. I used to get really, really creeped out when I lived in Kansas City, and like I got very emotional about like as much as I'm not like a huge fan of kids, parents who are overly aggressive with their kids, I'm like, I wish I could take that child. Like, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen, I've seen it several times where like a kid will be throwing a fit. I don't care if it's in a store, in a restaurant, and like dad will take it outside to the car or like to the bathroom, and the kid like comes back looking scared. That shit breaks my heart. I can't look at that. I don't like to imagine. It's like hurting an animal. I'm like, I don't want to know what just happened to that kid. Like it makes me really, really uncomfortable. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, as much as I'm like, I don't love screaming children, I don't want to see them get hurt. That freaks me out. That freaks me out. I've seen that a few times. Like, if we go outside, you know what's going to happen to you, and like then they come in like and they're like tears are drying on their face and they look frightened. I'm like, uh-uh, like there's got to be a better way. I'm not comfortable with that. Um, you were considered an adult in Scientology. Yeah, yep. You've never had a fight? My son said I could handle being an inmate. I've never been in a fight in my life. I've never hit anybody. It's not even my go-to. Like I've never even felt the need to hit someone. You don't have to spank a kid hard to get your point across, Marissa Martin. Exactly. Like I'm sure that people do it and they know what they're doing and they're in control. But think about like some dad or mom, I don't care, who can't control their emotions and they're stressed out and they're pissed at the kid because the kid just went too far and it wouldn't stop screaming and they told them to stop and they wouldn't stop. So now this person's all pissed, right? And like stressed out. So, yeah, if you're in control of it and you're calm, and maybe that's okay, but like if you're furious now and you're dragging that kid out to the car, my guess is you're going to like beat the shit out of that kid. I don't like that. I don't think anybody should. I mean, who would say like it's okay to do that? I don't think that's okay. I think there's better ways to deal with stuff. And I just that's like hitting an animal. Like I would never do that. I have swatted Bo on the ass before when he's I think it's happened maybe twice. He's super emotional. You can't do that to him. But why didn't I do that to him recently? And I can't remember why. My go to is not to hit a person. I don't want to inflict pain. Like, I know sometimes that's people's thing. And I'm not kink shaming. Hey, Brock Bandy, but like some people even enjoy that sexually, right? That's their thing. It's not my thing. It is not my thing. I'm not into pain. And it freaks me out that like you would do that to a kid. I didn't spank because my child liked nothing more than to read. Send them to their room wasn't a punishment. So I made them do stuff with me. Yeah. Like I believe in punishing, right? Me too. I don't like hearing kids cry. It makes me sad. I believe in punishing like that. Like my dad sent me to the corner. That's what he did all the time. My dad would put me in the corner, like he'd make me go to my room, but he also like, and that's in moments of like being bad. But if I was in lower conditions, he would make a list. It's called the Men's Project. And he would have like after school, this time you're going to do this, you're going to scrub this, you're going to clean that, you're going to pull these weeds. But if I got in like a momentary trouble, if I were like, no, and I just had a bad mouth for a minute, he would go, don't back talk me. And then he'd grab me really hard by the arm and he'd shove me into the wall. And he'd make me stand in the corner. So there was two options really. My mother's voice would get lower and quieter when she was at her angriest. That's all it took, nothing physical. Yeah. I think it probably comes from the fact too that I've never been, hey Abigail. No, Abigail, you don't. I've never been in a fight. Love you, Tamber June. I've never been in a fight. And again, my go-to isn't to be physically abusive with somebody. So my kids rarely threw fits, but the times they did, one of us would bring them to the car and wait for the rest of the family to be finished. We never hit them in the car. Yeah. I had a boyfriend who raised his hand toward me, and that was the end of our relationship. Yeah. There's really nothing worse. I'm trying to think. There was a guy that did that recently in a public place, and he took the kid like to the bathroom, and the kid came back and was just like, and I was like, oh, I got to get out of here. And it sucks because it's like, what do you do about it? You can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do about it? But it's like, you want to do something. So I just remove myself from the situation because I really, really am uncomfortable with that. It's like, so it's okay to do that to a kid. That's like socially acceptable. But what if you and your partner, what if you and your wife or your husband or whoever are fighting in public? Would it be okay to drag me off to a bathroom and smack me around? Like, I just don't think because it's a child that makes it okay. And like, well, they got to learn. Like, I don't know. What are you teaching that? What are the values there? And then here's the problem: is it starts a cycle. Then they grow up and hit their kids. I don't like that. Love you, Iwa. And guys, I realize this is a controversial topic because I'm sure there's people, right? There's all kinds of people who were raised and going, well, I got spanked. Or, my dad, I remember my dad telling me that his dad hit him with they had a willow tree in their yard in Kansas City when he grew up, and he would pull a switch thing off the willow tree and hit him with it. That's not I'm actually really grateful for that my dad did not repeat that cycle and hit me. He never hit me. He never hit my sisters. My dad was full of neglect. He wasn't around. He didn't want kids, and it was obvious. Like, he didn't spend any time with us. But I am grateful for stuff like that because I think that would have really, I don't know. I just think that we all have childhood trauma, and I would think that would be a huge part of, like, shaping who you are as an adult. If you grew up getting, let's face it, not spanked, but hit or beat or hit with an object. Oh my god, Jeff told me once, and he said it only happened once because it scared the shit out of him, but his dad, like, hit him really hard with a belt. Something like that. It was like a belt, but it had like holes in it. I don't know, but I was like, why would you hit a child with an object? I don't know. As much as I made fun of that kid at Trader Joe's today, I would rather that be his life and his dad act like that than know that that kid's getting hit. Like, that's not, to me, that just seems like serial killer behavior. Does it not? Like, it feels it's dark. Why would you think, and I'm not talking about people who maybe swat their kids on the ass or something, like, fine, if that's what you do, and it's like Marissa Martin said, if you're like, "Don't do that," okay, you're not hurting the child, nobody got hurt. Hey, Cindy G. But why would you think, like, stop and think for a minute, really think that through. Why would you think it's okay to, like, pick up an object and hit a person with it? I don't care if it's a kid or your wife or your husband, your fucking uncle. I don't care. Why would you think that that's okay to hit someone with an object? Especially a small child who can't defend themselves, like, who probably feel pain and are more sensitive, and, like, their brains are developing. And I don't know. Just, I've never really thought this. I've not had this conversation before until this exact moment because I've never had to. It's never crossed my mind. But now that we're talking about it, I'm like, what fucking world would you think, like, oh yeah, we hit him with a belt? What? Who would do that to a fucking animal? Why would you do that to a child? Wonderful stories today, Reese. I laughed and I cried. Thank you for sharing these precious experiences. Love you, Jane. Thank you. What that first story was wonderful. We were beaten regularly and so scared we peed our pants. Oh my God. I never touched my kids once. So, Jerry, first of all, I am so sorry. And this is exactly what I mean. To the point of fearful that you pee your pants is huge abuse. Nobody should have to go through that. No kid, no nothing. Uh Cindy G, we have been all over the place, but the beginning of the show was fun and funny. But it's such an and here's the other weird thing is right now, how many people are watching that are like in totally different cultures and raised differently all over the world? I'd be curious to know. Like, do kids get beat more in other parts of the world? Does America do it? When I lived in Texas, they allowed corporal punishment in schools. They called them says with a flat board with holes so it could swing faster. That's crazy. Oh, Lisa Renfro. Yes, please do. Take care of yourself, babe. Thank you for recognizing that. We'll see you at the next show. Love you, Lisa. Ah, Natalie Travis, I am so sorry. Marissa Martin, I agree. It always floored me. Physical abuse and yeah, it totally original Anne. Now I don't like to be tickled and I peed my pants because of being tickled. Well, I understand that. I've heard that before with other people. America is bad, Valerie. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me the shit that people can get away with. And a lot of us have seen stuff in public. Like, we've seen stuff where it's like I just said, like they bring the kid back from the bathroom and you can tell like something really went down in there, or from the car, and it's like that has to be illegal. Like, is there something that can be done about that? I don't know. Yeah, Kevin says most people probably don't want to admit it or talk about it. Well, here's what I hope. I really do believe that there's good and bad to the new generations. And I think there's so many people that have woken up to that shit and they're like breaking that cycle. I think there's so many people that are like, this isn't going to happen to my kids. Like, I have heard more of that than not. But it does weird me out. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know if that happens. Like, if I'm around here in the South, I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. Adults don't respect consent at all when it comes to tickling. You never should have experienced that, right? I agree. I'm not ticklish, funnily enough. I'm not ticklish at all. I never have been. But I always thought that was weird when people would tell stories like that of them like being tickled. Yeah, it feels like non-consensual. It's weird. Yeah, it feels forced. I agree with that. I don't think it's funny. Like, I don't think it's cool to like hold a kid down and tickle them. I think it's weird. Yeah, Maisie Shiloh, like, it's just a consent thing, and so it's like, why are kids not a part of that? Shouldn't they be a part of that? Yeah, this got dark, didn't it? It got fairly dark. But, yeah, it does, I agree. Yeah, ugh, Tamara June, I'm so sorry. I grow up with it with my mom, that was normal till I got with my husband, he got up and thought it was normal. Yeah, I remember, Jeff saying like, Jeff was like, "Huxley needs to be spanked." And I was like, "Oh, hell no, brother. Hell no." But it's how people are raised. It's how people are raised. Like, I get it. People are raised differently than I was, and that's how most things. That's why everything pretty much is subjective. That's why most people are like, "Oh, you should do this." That's how I was raised. "Oh, you should try this. My mom did that." "Oh, I always did this when I was little." Like, it's, hey, thought criminal. Did anyone watch Artemis Take Off? I don't know what that means. Non-consensual tickling seems a first step to SA. Um, it could be. I'm sure there's that direction. I think there's also just kids who do that stuff that they don't. I don't know. She is snoring really loud again. Good for you, Erica. Spanking only teaches kids to lash out in violence. Yeah, I'm really, really hoping that people these days, it's kind of like, to me, it's like such an outdated thing. It's an outdated mechanism. To me, it's like when you hear racism, because I do, living here in the South, I see it more. And rethought means the space launch to the moon. We had a space launch to the moon, like, just now. Why? What's going on at the moon? That's crazy. I had no idea. What did I just say? Does anybody know what I just said? Oh, yeah, 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 I remember. No, you're fine, thought criminal. I got it. It's similar to racism. Like, when I see racism around me or like people who are intolerant of anything, I'm like, they still make you? They still make this version of you? It's the same thing. I feel like, I hope. Well, what are you doing, Bobo? Bojangles. Oh, he's a good person. I always think that. I'm like, they still make this version? I had no idea they still made this version of you. So it's kind of the same thing. I hope that like people who spank or believe in that, or like any kind of physical anything like that, I really hope that people are starting to understand that like there's better ways, there's better options, outgrowing that. Like, I like to believe that even animal care, like, people are hopefully not tying dogs up to trees and just leaving them there anymore. Or like, just I try to convince myself that that's happening, because I really don't want to think otherwise, and it probably isn't evolving, but I like to believe that. They're partying on the moon? Who? What? Well, who went? Why are they doing it? What does it have to do with anything? Oh, yeah, Maisie Shiloh, no. Yeah, I just little redneck, I like to believe that there's more change than not. I hope that people are opening their eyes and they're getting a fresh take on like, we don't have to do this anymore. We don't have to repeat this old, shitty, weird, like outdated cycle of behavior, pattern of behavior, right? Like racism, people being intolerant about gay people or anything like that. Um, Old, weird, crazy ass fucking behaviors like hitting your children, being mean to animals. Like, I hope that people are kind of becoming more human and empathetic, but I'm probably wrong. Hey, Sherry, can you believe there are people who abuse their? Yeah, I can't. I can't, Marissa Martin. I can't go there with animal abuse. I'm not even going to do that because it will really trigger people. I don't support the circus. I'm not going to SeaWorld. No, nope. I don't even go to zoos. Sorry. Mm-mm. Nope. No, that's a thing for me. That's like a major trigger for me. I can't handle it. Yeah. Well, this really went all over the place. It did, didn't it? I mean, it did. We can't deny that. We went from I know, don't worry, Heather Huckleberry. I'm not going to do it because it'll just trigger my ass too. It'll just upset me. That's the most upsetting thing. I can't do it. I won't do it. I can't do it. I don't know about this moon business. I don't understand. Why would we go there? What are we doing there? Sophia says it's been proven ineffective and even damaging to children to hit them. I understand it's a generational habit, but it's okay to reflect and change. Beautiful thing to say. Thank you, Cindy G. That is a wonderful thing to say, Sophia. That is so, so good. So modern of you. Love you, Heather Huckleberry. No, no, BB, don't. We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. Before I go, oh, they're building a base? Why? Before I go, what was the charity that we decided on this month, guys? We talked about it because it is April 1st. What charity were we doing this month? Last month we did cancer. Gosh, we talked about it, but it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago and I can't remember. That's why I like animals more than most people. I love animals so much. I love animals. Abigail, wow. Hey, Thursday before 2. Closing. He is the rock. His deeds are perfect. He will avenge the blood of his audience. I just read the word audience and now I'm sorry he will avenge the blood of his children. I don't know if I know what the word avenge means. He will take revenge. Does it have to do with revenge? Is it the opposite of revenge? He will avenge the blood of his children. He will take revenge against his enemies. He will repay those who hate him and cleanse his people's land. Old Testament. Wow. Can somebody tell me what that word means? Because it would help me. Hey, old Charlie, it would help me more. Okay, thank you, Tree Hugger. Avenge means going after. Okay, so let me reread this then. Love you, Diana H. He is the rock. His deeds are perfect. He will go after the blood of his children. Repay. Okay. He will take revenge against his enemies. He will repay those who hate him and cleanse his people's land. Wow. Who is he in this one? Are we talking about Jesus or are you talking about God? Is that specifically something God will do? Go after in a protective way. Thank you, Sunrise Cupcake. That's helpful. Go after in a protective way. Go after as in seeking revenge. Okay, Mama Bear. Hey, so this is about God. God said this. So he is the rock. His deeds are perfect. He will avenge. Take revenge. Interesting. That's a strong one. Okay, now I put it together better. Now that I understand the words. Thank you for that. Hey, Haggis. Thank you for that, Abigail. That's a tough one. That's like strong. There's a lot of strength in that one. It's kind of scary almost. It's a little intimidating, that one. I don't not like that one. That's pretty good. Thank you for super chatting that. That was very kind of you. Revenge is getting back at someone. Avenge is more of a for a positive reason, like what a superhero would do. Okay, okay. Yeah, Linda, I get that. Interesting, Liz Tricks. Okay. Hey, Rose Quartz. I feel like I haven't seen you for a minute, babe. Jesus was gentle. God doesn't play. Ooh, Lady O. That hits. Jesus was gentle. God doesn't play. I kind of have questions about that, but I have to say goodbye. Community. Oh, I thought you were saying goodbye like forever. Interesting subject. I so enjoy Reese's channel. Have a great rest of your. Okay, love you, Kelly B. You scared me. Hey, Chef, because it's April Fool's Day, Chef. Also, Tommy says that to me all the time. Better not be fooling. It's a line from Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey says it. It's really funny. But I'll be like, babe, when I get there, you're going to get laid right away. And he'll write me back and go, better not be fooling. It's really cute. Guess you kind of had to be there. Okay, so when is our next God stream? I have a question. I have some questions. Lady O, I like it though. Like, I actually want to break that down. Right there. Jesus was, what was it? Like kind and understanding. God doesn't play. No, Abigail. So I was thinking about this. Do we want to do the God stream perhaps on Saturday? Because I feel like a lot of you are going to be busy on Sunday. It's the weekend. Thanks, Liz Tricks. It's the weekend. And you guys might even be busy then. But I was thinking, Jesus flipped tables. I've heard something about that, but like out of anger, like was he mad or was there like a mouse under the table and he was like looking for the mouse or he lost his watch? Like, why did he do it? Thank you, Leslie. Should we do the God stream on Saturday? Okay. I was thinking not Sunday because a lot of you will be busy on he was angry. He was mad. So he also doesn't play. I'd like to do a God stream, but obviously it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, and I understand that. But I'd like to just do a little God talk. Thank you, Christian. That's very kind. So for the new people here, I do these God streams like whenever they strike. I don't know when to do them. I do them when I feel like doing them. But I have a lot of questions about God because obviously I'm a former Scientologist. And so I announce them well in advance and they're not for everybody. I always say, don't come if it's not your thing. I totally understand. Don't worry. We're not switching over to a God channel. It's just you guys can ask me every question under the sun about Scientology, right? Yes. And I'm well versed on all of it. But Jesus flipped the tables in the temple because the priest turned it into a market. Oh my God. That's crazy. That too, Renee B. Hey, Mop Man. Yeah. So for the new people, I do these God streams because I don't know the answers to things. And you can ask me all about Scientology and I can answer. So I thought I like to ask you guys all about, the Bible and just I like to ask God stream questions. So and it's innocent. I'm not trying to it's never to challenge anyone. The streams are beautiful because nobody ever gets upset. Everybody has different beliefs and interpretations, but they're lovely. Nobody steps on anybody's boundaries or beliefs. And no, I didn't know that, Brian, that Jesus flipped some tables. You don't sell in my Father's house. That's amazing. I've never read the Bible, Brian, and I was a Scientologist. So I don't know. I know, guys, I know nothing. I mean, I've done 3 God streams. I know some stuff, but I just learned why Jesus died for our sins. I could not understand that. Love you, Rachel. Okay. So it's like one step at a time, and I really do kind of get there, and it's exciting, and I love doing them. But I know it's not for the right. It's not for everybody. I understand. Whenever we do a God stream, there's like half of the people here. We get like 125 people here that stream because people. I want it to be respectful, and I understand people. Some people are not interested in that at all. I don't ever get offered to hype this channel, and I do others. Why is that, Michelle? I don't know. That's weird. That sucks. I don't know. Probably because my channel's in the shitter. I have no idea. Um, Interesting, Linda. Thank you, Natalie Travis. You too. Reese, what is your email? Mods, can you post that? It's just my name, reesequibell@gmail.com. I'm far from a biblical scholar. That's when he lost the Jewish officials. Okay. See, I don't know any of that. You are a unique piece of God's DNA, and he needs us to mirror back himself to him and vice versa to experience it. Yes, I love that, Leslie. Yeah, you can't hype a video until the stream is over. Oh, she says she knows that. I haven't seen hypes on any channels lately. I really don't know. Thank you, Yadira, for posting it. That's cute, Rain. Tell Joe hi for me. Okay, so if we agree on it, let's do Saturday. Before you guys check out, hit subscribe, please. YouTube does unsubscribe you. Hit the like button. Hype this if you have the option to do it after. But today is Wednesday, so that's plenty of time. We'll do it sometime Saturday afternoon. Let's do that just because I love the God streams. I just feel safe doing them. And I know that you understand that I'm asking questions from a safe space. Like I ask questions where a lot of you would go, you didn't know that? Like, so I don't want anyone to feel offended by my questions. I just don't know much. Oh, okay. Okay, Rain. Maybe Saturday afternoon. Would it be cool to do an earlier stream? Could we do like a 3 o'clock in the afternoon or like a 3:30 that day? You dear, I just did. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Renee B, no. Let's plan on like an early, like mid-afternoon, like a 3:30. And oh, that's okay, Liz Tricks. I totally understand. You've got a lot going on. 3 or 3:30. And that way the UK people can come a little bit easier too. That's a little bit better for the people in the UK. Oh, you have to wait for the stream to be done to come back and hype. Okay, thanks, Mimi. Yeah, HBH says questions are how we learn. Good night, Archie's mom. Love you and thank you for becoming a member. Can I convince Tommy to come? Maybe he can help answer your questions too. I could. Yeah, maybe he can come for part of it. I honestly like them on my own, to be honest, Buffy, just because then it's not, I don't want Tommy here. It's that it gives me, if he's here, then I have to offset it and talk to him. And it gives me less time to like process and think things through. So what I might do is have him be here for like half of it. Maybe I'll have him join for like the second half. Tommy knows a lot about the Bible and God because he was in prison for 13 years. So he read a ton. Okay, I rule. So yeah, no, Buffy, I'm not against it. Or maybe we'll schedule something like that on the boat. Like maybe I'll go over to his channel sometime and do it too. Because I honestly really, Johnny does too, for sure. I really like our God streams. It's no disrespect to him, but it's just kind of, thanks, Mop Man. It's just kind of a, the thing is, Buffy, I ask Tommy all the time my God questions off YouTube. Like we talk about it a lot. Thank you, Trace, for being here. So what I might do is schedule something like that on the boat and then just continue it to be our routine here. Or I will have him, I'll send him a link and I'll have him come on like at the end, like the second half. Maybe I'll do that. That's not a bad idea. We haven't had Tommy on my channel in a long time. So actually that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll have him check in the second half, but I like to talk to you guys about it and it gives me time to process and think. And if he's with me, then I feel like I don't have time to do that because I'm bouncing back and forth. I do, Sophia. Okay. Thank you, Christian. That's great. Okay. All right, guys, and let's plan on that Saturday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will be back tomorrow afternoon if you'll join me. Probably around the same time. I would say between 4 and 5 Central tomorrow. Please hit subscribe on your way out and please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats tonight. I really appreciate it. I always do. It's very kind to me and Huxley. Thanks, Jody. Thanks, little redneck. And thank you for being members. I don't know, Julie, about which charity. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to go back in my messages and emails to see which charity we chose for April. Unless we didn't. I'll have to think about this. Fred died in April, so I'm not really against doing something toward veterans with pets again. I really like the veteran stuff, but I really like the idea of like canine veteran stuff because I love supporting animals too. Love you, Alicia. I'm so glad you're here. I love you, Alicia. Okay, be safe, Mary Beth. I love you guys very much. I'll see you on the boat here in about an hour, probably. If he's going live, I'll have to ask, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Hit subscribe and mods, as always. I love you guys and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's okay, Mop Man. I just love seeing you. All right, everybody. Here comes Fred. See you tomorrow.